Good morning, everyone. I am Cecilia Bravante, 19 years old, from the class 220 of Bachelor's of Science in Agribusiness. So for today's discussion, I will be discussing teenage pregnancy, its signs, effects, diagnosis, and prevention. So what is teenage pregnancy? Usually refers to teens who got pregnant at the age of 15 to 19 or below 20 years old, but can include girls as young as 10 years old. So we can't hide the truth that teenage pregnancy nowadays is rapidly increasing. Not mentioning, but honestly, here in our place, there are many teenagers who got pregnant at early age. Teenage pregnancy includes live births, stillbirths, abortions, and ectopic pregnancies of women under the age of 20. It is also called adolescent pregnancy. A woman can get pregnant if she has vaginal sex with a man at any age after she began having her monthly period. It is a complex issue with many reasons to concern. Because youth are meant to be in school. This issue really need to have more concerns. Not all children or youth got pregnant it's kanang result sa ilang curiosity or experimentation. Some are suffering from sexual abuse from family member or friends. Signs of teenage pregnancies. So, miss a very light period. So, makibaw ka ka kung you first realize if you are pregnant o makaskip kag kanang usa ka buwan or duha ka buwan nga period. So, if that happened, you can use pregnancy test for makahibaw ka kung pregnant ba ka o di. Breast tenderness, nausea, vomiting, feeling lightheaded, fainting, weight gain, feeling tired, and swelling abdomen. Causes of teenage pregnancy, curiosity or experimentation. So, ang youth karon curious about sa sex life. So, maybe it's one of the causes of teenage pregnancy. Peer pressure, family-related problems, lack of information, the influence of liberal views on sex, and lack of education. So, teenage pregnancy has effects to both mother and child. So, effects to the mother. It can lead to premature birth of the child, low birth weight, results to underweight, anemia of the mother, isolated. She can be depressed and drop out of school. So some teen mother drop out in school and never complete their education. Some of the teen mother now live in poverty. So kanang kung drop out sila sa school, di sila kuman sa eskwela mo sa future wala sila maayo nga kahimtang. Women who got first pregnant in teenager are more likely to have more children on future. So it results in difficult to earn a living. So they also feel depressed because, for example, they were shy to tell their parents or friends na buntis sila nya, ma-depress sila kawa sila feeling say emotional living mga buntis. So they feel depressed also. So napunta effects to the father. So ang effects sa father is one of this is drop out of school. Kay they need to go find a job to earn for the expenses. So he should be more responsible in this situation. Fathering a child as a teenager can be frightening and life-changing events. So they don't have to, even though they don't have to worry about the health implications of the mother and a child, but they face similar difficulties on dropping out of school and finding a job to earn for the living. So let's proceed to the effects of the child or baby. So one of it is lack of complete development, especially on brain and their bodies, premature birth, low birth weight, which affects brain development, increased risk of being underweight, more high risk in infant mortality. Teen mothers are more likely to give birth to premature babies. Sometimes these babies lack incomplete development in their bodies and brain. So it affects the weight, or the baby will go underweight. Underweight babies are more susceptible to disease such as diabetes and heart diseases. Some teenage mother give up their babies for adoptions. Kay dili nila ma-afford or dili nila maybe di sila nila kaya kay teenager pa. And usap siguro sa hinungdan dili approve ang ilang family. What are the options of teenagers who got pregnant? Teens who become pregnant may be afraid to see a doctor, but it's extremely important for the safety of the mother and the unborn child. So kanang bisag nabuntis ka sayo, dili jud ka paapekto sa ubang tao kay need jud ka moatog doktor for the prenatal check-up. Your doctor should discuss all options with you regarding your pregnancy, including abortion or ending the pregnancy medically, which is not morally good, adoption or giving the birth and legally permitting someone else to raise your child, or giving birth or raising the child yourself. So in decision making of this issue, the parents or guardian should be in the kanang na-jud permi mag-guide ang parent or guardian para sa sakto nga desisyon sa bata kung iya ba ipadayon or dili ang iyang pagbuntis. Kay because they are teenagers, tapos sila kasabot sa ilang mga usay buhaton. How can teenage pregnancy be prevented? So, by offering counseling and support programs that help prevent teenage pregnancy. So these groups can provide information on birth control and help teens understand their own sexual limits, so they don't get into situations where they might have unprotected sex and get pregnant. Some programs offer peer counseling, since it might feel more comfortable talking to someone your own age. Contact your health department for information on programs in your area. So let's proceed to the prescription birth control available. Prescription birth control is available through your doctor and women's health clinic. So birth control include IUD or intrauterine device, birth control implant, other methods like pills, shots, and patches, condoms, birth control sponge, and morning after pill. So birth control can prevent pregnancies, especially when you're not ready. When you're not ready, so birth control is important for those teenagers. So that's all for today's discussion. Thank you for listening.